غرباء 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 غرباء.
بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد. بنعمة الله وكرمه and the blessings of Allah and His mercy and His bounties has allowed us to get to this stage of the Tajweed lessons, starting with the fundamentals of Tajweed, history of Tajweed, the ruling of Tajweed, and then specific subtopics in Tajweed, starting from the heavy letters and then working our way down through to أحكام النون الساكنة والتنوين and أحكام الميم الساكنة. So أحكام الميم, now the last topic we discussed last week. Alhamdulillah, I managed to start and finish it because of how easy it was. So just as a recap again, أحكام الميم الساكنة, how many rulings are there in Mim Sakina?
Three.
Yeah, 3. The first one,
إخفاء.
إخفاء. Second, إدغام. Third,
إظهار.
إخلاب.
إظهار. إغلاب.
إخلاب وإظهار.
إظهار.
إظهار, good. So, إخفاء, the first ruling has got how many letters?
1. باء.
1, and that letter is ba. And we said إخفاء means what?
Hold on.
Yeah, you just hold. That's it. You don't do anything else. And then idgham, how many letters?
1.
1,
Meme.
and that's meme. Meme merges into the meme. Yeah. And saying that the meme hides may be a bit difficult to justify because there is a meme there still. Because there are 2 memes, so you're still pronouncing a meme. So that's why we just settle for merging. So the meme has merged into the other meme. And then the third ruling is
إظهار. 26.
Idhar. So how many letters left?
26.
26. Huh?
The rest.
Yeah, the rest. 26, which means we're counting how many letters in the alphabet?
26.
28. In total, 28. And then 1 for Ifa, 1 for Idgham. So we're left with 26. Yeah. So now, the next topic is the ruling of QALQALAH. Yeah. So
Close the door, please. Yeah, please. Put the window back.
is QALQALAH. QALQALAH refers to a letter having an extra sound when we stop at the letter, or the letter has a sukoon. So either we say it's got an extra sound or it's got an echo sound. The same way if you go out in the forest close to mountain area, if you got flat land and you start screaming, you're gonna keep hearing your own voice echoed in the valley. Also, if you're in like a tunnel and you start screaming, you're gonna hear your voice being echoed until it eventually dies down. Similarly, in QALQALAH, the letters that concern the ruling of QALQALAH, when we stop on them, or they've got sukoon, which is a stopping anyways, then we apply an extra sound, an echo sound to them. And this is one of those rulings that a lot of people forget, they don't do. So this needs to be fixed, as this is one of the main rulings, topics of Tajweed. Yeah, so we said qalqalah is echo sound. Echo sound or extra. Extra sound, an additional sound. And the qalqalah has got how many letters?
5.
5 letters. It's got 5 letters, and like the useful phrases we before that we learned, خص ضغط القل and يرملون, this one has also been combined into the phrase قطب وجد.
Say guys?
قطب وجد. So the letters are قاف, طاء, باء, جيم, and دال. So we can then write qalqalah echo sound is applied on these 5 letters when stopping them. Or when they have sukoon. This ruling is easy. You just need to remember that these are the 5 letters. قطب وجد. قاف, طاء, باء, جيم, دال. If a letter has got a sukoon itself means what?
Silent.
It's silent. Yeah? So when you get to the letter that's silent, it doesn't have a vowel, it doesn't have a haraka. So you briefly stopping at that letter before you carry on. Like for example in the phrase itself, you come to quta bujad, right? Quta bujad. You come to the ta, and then there's that little minute pause before you carry on.
Surah Al-Ikhlas.
Or Surah Al-Ikhlas. There are many examples. Almost every ayah in the Quran has got qalqalah. So they can either be the ones with sukoon, or when you just stop on the letter. If you choose, for example, to stop at the end of an ayah, and the last letter of the ayah is one of these 5, then you apply an echo sound. What if you carry on?
Dun, like spoon.
For example, if I say قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدَ, is that qalqalah?
Yeah.
Yes, because of which letter?
Dal.
The dal. But if I say قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ اللَّهُ,
No, because
now,
carrying on.
yeah, carried on. So from here we understand that the just two simple conditions of qalqalah, which is that obviously you need these 5 letters and you need some sort of stopping, whether that's a sukoon stop, with sukoon, or just stopping. So you have the whole of the ayah, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ اللَّهُ الصَّمَدُ لَمْ يَلِدْ وَلَمْ يُولَدْ وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. Can you hear the qalqalas? Yes. Any other examples from the surah that you guys know? Let's start from the right.
Okay, my head.
Because there's so many, all of you guys know examples already. There's no way you're not going to know like the smallest surahs in the Quran.
تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب.
تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب. This is a strong qalqalah. Can you hear? Tab. Tab. Why is it not taba? Like قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Why don't we say تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب?
There's a spoon.
No. There's another thing that makes the ba of Surah Al-Masad, the end of the first ayah, a strong qalqalah, which is what you just said?
Shadda.
Shadda. Stopping on the shadda. And you stop on the shadda and it's on top of one of these 5 letters, it's a strong qalqalah. Muhammad?
ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب.
Kasaba. How come you can't say kasab?
It's qalqalah, you're gonna hold it together.
There's no
Yeah,
shadda.
but the first ayah was watab. And then the second ayah is kasaba, not kasab. Why not?
Because it has sukoon or shadda.
It has no shadda. It's got just, you're just stopping on it, so it's a simple pause, sukoon. Another example?
سيصلى نار ذات لهب.
Any other surah?
I got one that they like.
There are many. You don't have to stick to that surah.
I just went with the easy one.
Can I say mine? قل يا أيها الكافرون.
No. How is it qul? Qul is a lam, and lam is not part of the 5 letters of qalqalah. قل أعوذ برب الفلق.
من شر ما خلق.
خلق. Again. ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب. ومن شر النفاثات في العقد. ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. Yeah, so each and every one of those letters are from the 5 letters of qalqalah, and that's why we apply that extra sound. Yeah, so how many letters are there in qalqalah?
5.
5. And they are combined into the phrase
قض جد.
qutbujad. Yes. When do we have a strong qalqalah?
من شدة.
With sukoon.
No.
الشدة.
The shadda. And there are very few of those. It's rare to get a shadda and one of these 5 letters and that you're stopping on it. There's about 3 words that only come to mind, and that's if you choose to stop on them. For example, لله على الناس حج البيت. But you're not stopping. Well, if you stop, there's a hijj. Or the ones that you stop on the most is al-haqq. So only al-haqq are the ones that everyone stop on, and watab. So only about 2-3 examples, because there's so few of them. But with the sukoon or stopping, you have a whole surah that stops with qalqala, qalqala, qalqala. These ones, falaq and surah al-masad, these are the small ones. Then you have whole surahs like surah al-fajr, and surah al-sad, surah al-ra'd. These are surah that almost all ayat, you stop with one of these 5 letters. Now qalqala, so that means that we got how many different types of qalqala?
2 times.
2?
3. Yeah.
How 3? You are right. I just want to know if you guessed or if you know.
Because there's Kubra, Wasta, and Sughra.
Yeah. Ahsant. So we have Kubra, Wusta, and Sughra qalqala. So these are 3 different types of qalqala. Yeah. So and remove these because we understand the fabrics. So we have Kubra, Wusta, and we have Sughra. Right, Kubra, just to make it simple and not long, don't want extra explanations when it's just simple to give an example and say how it's done. Yeah, we already know what qalqala is. The main picture we have is 5 letters, stop on them. So when we start dividing qalqala into 3, Kubra, the first one, we put it in the formula way. What's the formula for having a Kubra one?
With Shadda.
Shadda plus
Stopping it.
stopping. Shadda plus stop. We already know that you need these 5 letters. So we don't need to mention, we need the 5 letters. So when you have Shadda plus stopping, then you get the Kubra. Like تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب. That's understood, yeah? Kubra is easy.
Yeah.
You only have 2 or 3 of them in the whole Quran. The people usually stop. What about the Wusta? Middle one? Huh? Sukoon. But what specifically? How Sukoon? Sukoon, where does the letter of qalqala need to be?
In the middle.
No.
There.
The end. So you need sukoon and the letter being in the end, either sukoon or stopping. The main point is that
Is at the end.
one of these come at the end. So all these examples you just gave me, these are wusta. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدَ. Why is it wusta?
At the end, isn't it?
Because the dal is at the end, I'm stopping. لا أقسم بهذا البلد. بلد. Wusta or kubra?
Wusta.
Wusta. Because it's the last letter of that word that we're stopping on.
Sheikh, what about Kubra? The ba is the last letter though.
Hmm?
No, Kubra.
Yeah.
The ba is the last letter.
Well, it's got something else.
Shaddan.
It's got shadda. If a shadda is not at the end, it's in the middle, can you ever stop on that letter? No. Because shadda, you stop and carry on straight away. Yeah? So for example, inna Allah huwa al-khallaqul alim. Yeah? Khallaq. You can't ever stop at khal. You always have to stop at khallaq, right? You can never stop at khal. So that's why if the shadda is in the middle, there's no such thing as qalqalah because you can't stop at it. The only way you can stop at the shadda, which makes it a qalqalah, is that when it comes the end of the word and it's got a shadda. So that's why I didn't mention it, because it's logical. It's got to be at the end, or else there's no qalqalah. So wusta is stopping or sukoon. It could be either one of them. As long as what?
Is that the end?
Yeah, qalqala letter at the end. It's got to be at the end. Like an example. Any example? قل هو الله أحد. قل هو الله أحد. It hasn't got a spoon though. It's got ضمتين. So how come it's qalqalah?
Oh, that's still sukoon in it.
I'm stopping. So that's why we still apply the qalqalah. If you carry on, yes. Can there be a qalqalah if I carry on?
No.
No, can't. What about the sughra?
In the middle.
Good. In the middle, does that mean that you can stop in the middle?
No.
So it has to be...
Beginning.
No. I'm saying, if the qalqala letter, you're right, it has to be in the middle somewhere. But if it is in the middle, can you stop in the middle of the word?
No.
No, so it has to be with
Sukoon.
sukoon, of course. It can only be with sukoon. Because if the letter is in the middle, you can't stop at it and just stop in the middle of the word. Like we said, if it's, for example, أقلامهم. Can we stop and say apple?
No.
No. We have to stop أقلامهم and then stop. Which means we can never stop on the qaf. It doesn't work. You can't, because it's in the middle of the word. That's why it's got to be with a sukoon. Do you have to stop on that word though?
No.
No.
Why not?
Is this in the middle?
So it's irrelevant. If I stop or carry on, it's still gonna be. If I carry on, أقلامهم أيهم or أقلامهم, did that make a difference? No, because it's sukoon, nothing to do with you stopping or not. So that's why you only need sukoon. Yeah, so this one is sukoon plus,
Middle.
yes. In the middle. Of the word. An example that we just mentioned. أقلامهم. Surah Al-Masad is beautiful in this sense that it's got all three of them in the surah. Now, where is the first one? The Kubra.
تبت
Tabbat.
يدا بأبي
She says it there. Watab. That's Kubra. Give me the Wusta in the surah.
وما كسب.
Kasaba. Yeah? That's Wusta. Where is the Sughra? Why is that Wusta, by the way? It hasn't got a Sukun at the end. Kasaba.
We are stopping.
I'm stopping, and where's the qalqala letter?
At the end.
At the end, yeah? So, stopping, first one, qala at the end. So that goes with the conditions of Wusta. Now, Sughra is where?
لهب. سيصلى نارا ذات لهب.
Lahab. سيصلى نارا ذات لهب. Where's the qalqala letter?
In the middle.
Lahab.
The end.
At the end, so it can't be this one. It has to be in the middle.
Is it تبت يدا
Where's the?
دا يدا
Well, the last letter is not dal, and you're not stopping. The last letter is a wow, alif. Yada. Come on.
حبل
حبل. في جيدها حبل. حبل من مسد. حبل. Yeah. The qalqala letter is where?
In the middle.
Ba.
Right there. I'm not stopping though. I'm carrying on. So how come it's a qalqala?
سكون
Sukun. I don't have to stop. And we can hear the difference clearly. You don't even need to remember all these points. You just need to listen. And when you hear tabba or haqqa or hajja, you can hear that it's a very strong qalqala. And then when you hear قل أعوذ برب الفلق or سيصلى نارا ذات لهب. This example في جيدها حبل من مسد. حبل. You barely got qalqala there. حبل. You can hear it clearly. So it's a bit stronger than Wusta is a bit stronger than Sughra. Hence why we got these three different ones. أحسن.
غرباء 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 غرباء